What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Snug Wrasslin. Taylor from Jaded Wrasslin TV is in the house tonight to help me go over AEW Dynamite. What up, bro? What's
What's
going
up,
on with
dude?
you?
How are you doing?
Uh, I don't know, man. After this Dynamite, I don't know how I'm doing, man. I don't know how I'm feeling,
Why?
to
What do
be
you mean? It was a
honest.
great dynamite. How? What's the problem?
The main event was great. I love the main event, but I felt like I had to sit to 2 hours of a bunch of bullshit just to get to some good
Oh, that's
shit.
where you're wrong. I'll explain it all to you as we go through this. Don't worry.
Yeah, but what's up with you? How are you doing?
Nothing. I'm doing good. So tonight I'm Winnie the Poohin' on your podcast. You know what that is?
Winnie the Pooh in it? No, I don't.
Okay, so I just got some booty and I'm not wearing any pants.
So your business up top and
Yeah,
not at the bottom.
party in the bottom. Yeah, that's right.
Oh man, well that's the best way to do. Hey, so am I, dude.
Oh, great. We're Winnie the Pooh brothers. Just a couple
Oh
of
my
bears cutting it
god,
up, looking for some honey.
yeah, like Stokely. Hey, at least we're not like Stokely. What do he say? He's like, I'm short, bald, and I can't get no
And
hose.
get no hose.
No, but that's what's up, man. Yeah,
can
good
we
to have you
can we
back on,
can
man.
can we start there? I know we're bouncing around a lot, and you like to go through the whole episode bit by bit, right? But I
Yeah.
want to start there. So before we get into this, can we talk about the MVP elephant in the room?
Yes, please. I'm
Okay,
glad you brought
so
that up.
obviously when Sean Ross Sapp says it, we believe it, right? He's the godfather of information, and anybody else that talks is a liar. But when Sean Ross Sapp says something, we believe it. So the report
Hmm.
that came out is that MVP is troublesome in the locker room, doesn't want to put over FTR, and is totally fine with putting over Private Party and people that they've already beaten, but he doesn't want to lose to established tag teams. Also, he has a problem with the nicest guy in the fucking world, which is crazy to me. Um, it's just MVP though. Like, notice that report said nothing about Bobby Lashley, nothing about Shelton Benjamin. It's just
Hmm.
MVP, who's the problem child in the business. Like, and it's always
Hmm.
the guys that have been in WWE forever that think they're superheroes that come into AEW and think that they're garnered a world title match or garnered some kind of special treatment. So
Hmm.
I know that you didn't particularly like this episode, but look at
Hmm.
it through the lens of everything that they'd done tonight was a shot at MVP. Like, and I know that it isn't. I know that's not the truest statement in the world, right? But
Hmm.
everything that they did tonight was a shot at MVP. Like, there were so many subliminal shots at MVP, which, if that's true, it's childish on AEW's part. But it's
Like
also
what?
really, really
I didn't.
okay. So, for example, I don't want to start in the middle, but the Stokely thing. So, let me make sure I get the quote right. Hold on,
Okay.
I got it written down here. Um, okay, so he says, I'm going to do this match because my boss asked me to do it.
Okay.
Why did he say that other than it's a shot at MVP? Like, that was a very carefully
Hmm.
worded quote that he said, I'm going to do this match only because my boss asked me to do it. Which the
Hmm.
report said that MVP has turned down them getting pinned by FTR twice at two
Yeah.
big giant pay per views. And who is he the manager of? FTR.
Yeah.
So and
Oh,
honestly,
okay.
the beginning of the show is hilarious too, where Tony says, "Well, I was in the locker room, and Tony came in there, and he said, 'Who wants to fight John Moxley?'" And Mike Bailey said, "I want to fight I want to fight John Moxley." That's a
Yeah.
straight shot at the report saying that Mike Bailey is the problem with MVP. Like, it's not true. MVP is a problem with him, but either Tony went in there to make a statement to say, "Okay, we're going to put Mike Bailey first to make sure that everybody knows that Mike Bailey's not the problem." So
Yeah.
there was a bunch of shit through this whole episode that lets us know that MVP's time at AEW is coming to an end.
I mean, that could be a possibility, but I also feel like, I mean, MVP is a veteran, right? I mean, he has a pretty good idea of how the business works and like what's good and what's not. I also have another quote here by MVP I want to read off really quick. Apparently, he did an interview sometime recently, and he says, "This is a quote. Let's just say this: Bobby Lashley is a former world champion, and after we came here, Bobby was reduced to a tag team guy. Bobby is literally the only bankable guy in AEW. I have my opinions, and at some point on my podcast, I will talk about it. This is a quote from MVP, apparently.
He's going, dude.
So,
He's going, and that's fine. If we've learned anything in the last year, it's that nobody that leaves AEW except for Cody Rhodes is better off in WWE. Literally list everybody that's left and went back to WWE. They're all in shambles. They're all doing bullshit that nobody cares about.
not Penta.
Nobody. Penta's the one exception, but has he won anything? Or is he just doing
Not
goofy
yet.
ass bullshit? Is he doing goofy shit? Because in AEW, he was having 5-star matches. What 5-star matches he had? He's wrestled fucking Chad Gable and Dominic Mysterio and not won any belts and lost fucking everything. He was a fucking tag team champion
Yeah,
in
but
AEW and a damn good one.
Penta's not doing anything goofy. He's still
Oh,
really
come on. The
over.
sombrero was goofy. Tell me that shit. It was funny, but that shit's silly, dude. It's a silly thing to do.
Not as silly as half of the shit I seen on this episode of Dynamite. It was
Well, all right.
silly, but he was making
Penta
fun of the
Penta's a
New
good
Day at the end of the
example of
day.
someone that's gotten over. Penta's a good example of someone that's gotten over. But let's look at his brother. What's his brother
Hmm.
doing? Nothing.
He's
What's
teaming up with
Andrade with Andrade for a nothing
yeah.
tag team? A combination of the odd couple. Who cares?
Hmm.
Nobody. Nobody cares. They're not going to win. They put the belt on the bums from Wyatt Six instead, and they're not good. Like neither
Well,
one of them are fucking good.
let's be honest. The tag team division on SmackDown right now, in general, just isn't good. So
That's
it's
crap, dude.
nothing.
That's crap. All of those teams in that 6-way, except for the Wyatt Six, deserve that win more than they did. And the only reason they got it is because they have Halloween Horror Nights going on in Florida in October, and they want them to have the belts for it. All
I
of those other
agree.
teams are worthy. All of them, whether it be
I agree.
DIY, who are wonderful, or the Motor City Machine Guns, who last year when they were in TNA, I called them the best tag team in the world. And look at them now. And then you have
Yeah.
Fraxium, who are incredible. Like everybody in that match deserved that more than them.
When I
Everybody.
mean that the tag team division is not good, I just mean every single time, every segment on SmackDown, all six of these teams are in one big segment, all thrown in together at the same time, all the time. It's just so convoluted
Yeah,
right now.
it's super convoluted. That match was
Yeah.
a spot fest. It was essentially what everybody in WWE complains about when it comes to AEW. It was choreography.
Also, I would also like to add, I really like what Ethan Page has been doing on NXT.
Yeah, that's fair. He's another example of someone that's doing pretty good on a developmental brand.
I mean, it's
He won
he's
this.
getting
He
a
won
lot more
the.
shine. He's getting a lot more shine on the developmental than he ever did in AEW.
I don't know, man. I don't be watching that show, so I don't have a real place to sit here and debate whether he's good on NXT because I don't
Fair
give a fuck
enough.
about that show at all.
Yeah, but the thing with MVP, I mean, I agree with him as far as like when he says that Bobby Lashley should be on the main event. I mean,
Who? Who's he
why
going
not?
over? Who's he going over? They have a bunch of home run hitters, and he doesn't fit the style of AEW. I don't think they should have signed his ass in the first place. And also, while we're at it, this is 2 weeks in a row I've shit on Bobby Lashley. But tell me a good match right now that Bobby Lashley's ever had. I'll wait.
Where, like in AEW
Any
or
company, any company. Name one. He's never had a match that
um,
makes you think, "Wow, this would be at 5 stars in the Tokyo Dome." That's non-existent. Like he cannot wrestle, and he's in a wrestling company now.
I mean, he doesn't
He's
fit
a
the style of AEW. I agree,
he's
but
a big,
like,
strong guy. But even in WWE, name a match that he had that you were like, "Wow, he really blew the doors off this motherfucker."
I mean, he's had good matches, especially in his prime, like when he first
Okay,
started in the WWE.
not to get into the nuance of debate, but there's a difference between good matches and great matches. And there's some
Hmm.
people in AEW and tonight that had great matches. That MJF match was a great match.
Yeah, that was a great
So
match. I agree.
every week we're getting a great match. And there are 7, 8, 9 people in AEW that have had great matches in the last 5 weeks. Whereas
Bobby
Bobby Lashley,
Lashley,
I couldn't say that for him at all. I couldn't say that in Impact. I couldn't say that in WWE. There's never been a match of his that I'm like, God damn, Lashley just burned this motherfucker down.
I think if Bobby Lashley gets an opportunity to wrestle people like MJF or even Hangman or even shit the FTR, I think he
Yeah,
can have a good
he
match with
would.
any of
Because
them.
FTR can have a great match with a paper bag. But it's not
Hmm.
him. It's great wrestlers making him great. It's not because of him. And to be honest, all the people that he's wrestled, you would think I'd be able to name one great match of his.
You wouldn't be down to see like fucking Bobby Lashley versus Kyle Fletcher?
Yes, I'm down to watch him wrestle in AEW. I'm not that down on him. I'm just saying in the past, we're acting like he is this like second coming of Christ just because he's muscular. The dude has not proven anything to me.
Hmm.
Honestly,
Yeah, I mean it.
Shelton Benjamin is 5 times the wrestler he is.
Yeah, that could be true. That could be
It is
true.
true.
But
It's not could be. He's incredible. He's had great matches.
Shelton Benjamin is fucking awesome. But yeah, I don't agree with you know them saying, "Oh well, we don't want to put over FTR," or who was the other team they said that they didn't want to put over? I forgot. The Young Bucks?
Well,
No.
I don't know who it was. I just saw FTR, but I did see the people that they want to put over are all the teams that they've beaten: Gates of Agony, the Outrunners, and Private Party, who's going to WWE. So why?
Yeah.
Why did they pick a bunch of teams that they beat so we could do 50-50 booking?
So it's going to be interesting because I mean, we can just get into the show. They did the tournament, right, for the tag team division tournament tonight,
Yeah,
where Bro Dito and the Young Bucks, they wrestled,
good
and
match. Really,
it,
really,
it
really good match.
I mean, we'll get to the actual match itself, but the Bucks lost, so now the finals is FTR versus Bro Dito, right? So the winner out of them are going to face the Hurt Syndicate, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see who wins, first of all, the finals, because if FTR wins, that means they're going to face the Hurt Syndicate, which kind of goes back to that whole thing of them not wanting to put over FTR. So it's going to be interesting. What do you think is going to go down
Well,
here with all this that's happening?
if I have to be honest and I have to be straightforward, Tony needs to get his balls and pull them out of his pants and stop being a fucking coward. Because
Mm-hmm.
every time this happens, he runs away and he lets people walk on him, like he did CM Punk, like
Mm-hmm.
he did Miro. I don't want to take a pin. I don't give a fuck what you want. Ah,
Right.
I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck what you want. You don't want to be
Yeah.
here. You don't have to be here. I don't really give a fuck. Like, you can leave, or you can take a fucking pin the way you're supposed to because you're under contract and I run the shots, not you. It's
Yeah.
not your choice. It's my choice. He needs to fucking get his balls and pull them the fuck out of his pants and tell MVP to sit the fuck down or shut the fuck up. That's all there is to it. Like, I can't say it any more clearly. Like, he has to be tough guy Tony now. He can't be nice guy Tony right now. FTR should win. FTR should be the tag team champions. FTR is the best tag team in AEW. Hands down, it's not close. They're far and away better than everybody else in the company. And again, let me clear this up. It can't be the Young Bucks because the Young Bucks
Right.
lost tonight, number one, and the Young Bucks are not able, with this character work they're doing right now, to be the tag team champions. So they're the
No.
only tag team that's near FTR at all. Now they're out of the way. So that tells you exactly what you need to know. It cannot be Brodito, and I love Brody King. Brody King's one of my favorite wrestlers in the company. I think Bandito's fucking awesome. I love Bandito. But here's the thing. The odd couple of those two guys cannot beat FTR, and they're not gonna beat FTR. So
Yeah. I'm
the
kind
way
of
that
hoping
this
for
works,
FTR. Go
it
ahead.
has to be that way. Like, and the report said that they denied to be pinned at All In, right? So they didn't want to do it then. They've already tried to do it. Now, they also denied that they would take a pin at Forbidden Door. So is this a work or is this not a work?
Mm.
Is he going to say, hey, fuck this, you're taking a pin?
I
It's
just
the
want to
only
see
way.
FTR versus a Hurt Syndicate, man. I've been
Me
wanting to
too.
see
Me
that
too.
match for a
Yeah,
long time, you know?
honestly, all of us have. But the way that their character work is set up, they have to win, dude. They can't go out there and lose. And the Hurt Syndicate have had this shit for too long. And honestly, if we're getting that done, we can get Bobby Lashley out of a tag team and put him into singles competition if that's what we really want to do.
Yeah,
Maybe we
I think
can
it's
send him.
time.
You mentioned Kyle Fletcher. Maybe we can send him to Kyle Fletcher. That would be a great match, dude.
Yeah, dude. And I think, when that if that ever does go down, somewhere down the line, I think that would be a good place to start Bobby Lashley instead of just shooting him straight to the main
Yeah.
event to the World Heavyweight Championship. Have him work his way up.
Well, we've also seen that Kyle Fletcher doesn't mind to take a loss every once in a while to people that have worked hard and they deserve it, like Dustin Rhodes. So it's fine, dude. Like, he wouldn't mind taking a loss, but there's no logical reason why you would put him over Hangman, or why you would put him over Will Ospreay, or why you would put him over Swerve. All these dudes are better than him. Like, I'm not trying to be shitty, but point blank, all those dudes that are at the top of AEW's list of the best wrestlers in AEW are all better than him by a lot. So there's no reason he should be in the main event picture winning gold at the top of the card. Like, Kyle Fletcher's fine, but there's no reason for him to be facing Will Ospreay. Like, I don't have any interest in seeing Bobby Lashley versus Will Ospreay. There's
So
30 other people I'd rather see.
so I have a question for you. So the list of wrestlers that you just mentioned as being better than Bobby Lashley, would you put those guys also as like a better wrestler as like a Brody King
Yes, I
or
love
like
Brody
a
King. Yes, I
uh
love Brody King. Brody King is right now in that stage of Tony's booking where he loses all the fucking time, though. He's on the
okay.
come up. Remember Swerve? We've talked about this before. Remember Swerve for the first year in the company? He lost almost every match for a whole year.
Oh,
Remember
okay.
Darby for a whole year? He lost every fucking match. Remember Kyle Fletcher for a whole year? He lost every fucking match he wrestled.
What about MJF? Would you say all those people are better than MJF?
Yes, it's closer there. So I think MJF is really, really good. It just depends on the night and where we're at in MJF's story. So at this point, MJF is probably going to end up with Hangman, and I,
Yeah.
I'm a career Hangman hater. And right now, Hangman is the best he's ever been. His aura is through the roof. We just watched that dog collar match with MJF and CM Punk last night, and the main event of the card is Hangman and Adam Cole. Hangman 3 years ago is not Hangman today. He's a world different of a wrestler. Like, he's gotten, I can't even express to you how much better he's gotten. Like, he's went from a C plus to an A minus in 3 years. Like, he's gotten so much fucking better, and that's from hard work and really developing that character with that Swerve storyline. So for a long time, I really, really hated Hangman. Like, I didn't even want to see him come out at all. Like the cowboy shit era, the first time he had the belt, fuck that, dude. Like, I didn't want him to have that belt at all. This time around, this is where Hangman's supposed to be. They're presenting Hangman like a champion, and you can't have MJF go out there and beat Hangman right now. You just can't, because it would wreck Hangman's aura. So at this point right now, should not go over Hangman. He's not better than Hangman right now. I mean, listen, any given Sunday, right? They say that in football. Like, MJF is wonderful, and he is arguably the best wrestler they have in the company on the right night. But right now, he's got some other shit he's doing, and you don't need him to be the world champion, right? So I'd love to see him wrestle any of those guys, and I'm sure he'd have a wonderful match with any of those guys. But let's be honest: do we need Hangman or do we need MJF to have the belt right now? No,
I
we
do.
don't. I don't. He's got a belt.
Yeah. In Mexico, right?
Yeah, that's a belt. It counts.
No, 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 it doesn't count. It's in another country. No.
Hey,
All
and
right.
Mercedes has two belts from Poland. Tell
Oh
her those are
God.
illegitimate.
All right, let's get back on track here. Let's go to the opening match. John Moxley wrestled Speedball Mike Bailey. What did you think of this match?
I thought it was a good match. I love Speedball. I don't have any issues with him. He comes out, he works hard every single night. I don't like the finish, but I never like John Moxley matches because John Moxley's a coward, and I hate the way he wrestles.
This was like probably the first time ever I was actually rooting for John Moxley in my whole entire life.
What? You're an anti-speedball guy?
I'm just like because John Moxley is like the machine of AEW or the heart of AEW, whatever you want to call him. Despite if you love him or hate him, you think
I'd
he's
say the spleen. I'd say the spleen.
yeah. So it was kind of like, this dude should beat Mike Bailey like with no problem, but he wasn't able to beat him until he got help from fucking Marina Shafir and Wheeler Yuta, and then he was finally able to beat this guy. I'm like, what the hell? Like, you're John fucking Moxley. You should have eaten this guy alive.
That's not true, dude. Mike Bailey's a good wrestler, dude. Give him a break. Poor Mike Bailey was a main eventer in TNA.
All right. We saw you mentioned Mercedes Monet. She was in the building, and she showed up right before this fatal four-way match. This is a number one contenders match. The winner of this fatal four-way goes on to Forbidden Door to be a part of another fatal four-way for the TBS Championship. Am I correct?
A shot at it, I think. Right?
I think they mentioned because this is the weird thing about it. So it's for the TBS title, right?
Yeah.
And there's going to be three other women. One
Oh, and
from
Mercedes, right?
yeah.
Okay, so here's why they did this. And I talked to somebody earlier, and he really put into perspective to me. I already knew where this was going. This is the worst match of the night for me. And it's not because it was a bad match, it's because it was a predictable match.
Hmm.
So we have Queen Aminata. She's 25 years old, or 26. She's a child. We have Billy Starks, who's 21 years old. She's a child. We have Sky Blue, who's 25 years old. She's a child. And we have Alex Windsor, who is from the UK, where Forbidden Door is going to be, and Will Ospreay's wife.
Oh, that's her. Okay, I was wondering who that was because I completely forgot.
So
Um,
that's why we put her over, because she's going home, and we have to have the hometown girl in the match. One
hmm.
thing that I got out of this that I really enjoyed, and it was a fine match. Like, as far as Fatal Four Way goes, which I don't particularly like that in any setting, but beforehand we got Tony Storm on a microphone, and I'm fine as long as that comes out of it. Oh well.
Yeah, and then the other thing too that I was like, what the hell? They kept saying the announcers kept saying the winner of this fatal four way is gonna go on to Forbidden Door to represent AEW. Who's gonna represent AEW in this fatal four way? And I'm like, then where's
Mercedes.
Mercedes Monet from? Is she not
Well,
from? Is she not representing AEW? She's in this match.
Well, she's representing everybody. She's representing the 8 different belts that she has. So it's not particularly like she's representing one company. But I think what they meant is this match is going to showcase people from all the companies that are involved, right? So we're going to get a girl from Stardom. We're going to get a girl from CMLL. We're going to get Alex Windsor, which represents AEW. And we're going to get Mercedes, who represents Poland.
Okay.
So
Oh
We
shit. All
looked up
right.
earlier.
Yeah.
We looked up earlier what wrestlers are from Poland, because I didn't even know they had wrestling in Poland. And
Hmm.
there are 2 notable wrestlers from Poland in the last 60 years of wrestling.
How
Can you
many?
name 2? Can you
Oh
name
my
either
god.
one of them? One of them trained Triple
Fuck.
H. That's a hint for you. One of them trained Triple H, and the other
Oh
one, they're
my
both from the
god.
80s. They're both from the 80s.
Oh my god, I should know this because I did a podcast with some people from Poland too, and they told me, but I can't remember.
Okay, so the answer is Ivan Putski, number 1.
Yeah, yeah.
And the one that trained Triple H, Killer Kowalski.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Out of these four women, man, I was like, I don't want to see any of these girls win, to
Hey,
be
first of
honest. But
all, don't ever fix your mouth to talk about Billy Starks that way again. I will fight you on this
oh, that's
podcast.
right, that's right. I forgot.
Shout out to
That's your
Indiana.
girl. That's your girl. That's your girl. All right, let's talk about Kyle Fletcher for a little bit because he had an in ring segment, in ring promo to celebrate his big victory last week after becoming TNT champion, and he was gifted a very
Sus.
awkward gift from Don Callis. Yeah, very sus to say the least. How are you feeling? Kyle Fletcher being part of the Don Callis family and everything that they're doing with the painting and all this shit that they did.
So here's the thing about the Don Callis family. So I'm good with Josh Alexander. I'm good with Okada. I'm good with Kyle Fletcher. Why is Murder Hawk Monster Lance Archer there? What does he do for us? Like, I understand Brian Cage is hurt and we have to put him somewhere, right? But like, can we just have him take a break or just go away for a while? Like, he does literally nothing for me. Like,
He
every
was
time I see him,
actually. It looked like he was like filming the in-ring segment from his phone or like taking selfies or something.
he was
He's
just
probably their
look.
cameraman. He's
No,
their official cameraman.
he was scrolling Facebook dating, trying to get a
Yeah,
date for after the show. He was like, "Huh, wonder what kind of ladies are in Cleveland.
yeah, probably. Um,
Who doesn't want a 6'9" monster with a fucking red braid in his hair?"
yeah, dude. But see, this is another thing too. Like Don Callis, he has a lot of heat, right? And this thing that they did with this painting, I'm like, this is too goofy. This is your new young TNT champion. He's got the potential to be a huge fucking star. Like either take him a little bit more serious or get him the fuck away from Don Callis is how I was feeling.
I agree. I mean, listen, I think that it doesn't hurt him when Don Callis isn't there, right? So last
Mm-hmm.
week in that Dustin Rhodes match,
Uh-oh. Black screen. Probably got a phone call or something. Yo.
sorry, I didn't think about Don Callis once. The whole match, like it didn't even dawn on me that he was even he was even with Don Callis. You know, it's when he's in ring, I forget because he's so damn good. You know what I mean? But I also don't think Don Callis is the worst manager in the world. Like I think there's more boring people. He's a good heel, right?
Yeah, he is. He's a good heel. But he's done this before too, the whole painting thing. Didn't he do that with Kenny too at
He
some
did.
point?
I don't think it was Kenny. I think it was Will Ospreay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it was. Well, Will Ospreay was facing Kenny. I think Kenny was involved, but yeah, I think it was right after Will Ospreay got to the company, right out of Forbidden Door, which ironically was Will Ospreay's entrance to the company. Who are we going to get this year out of it? Because every year out of Forbidden Door, they end up taking and signing two or three people from these companies. Like,
Right.
you ever notice that? Like Will Ospreay came over that year. Okada came over from that. They had Shibata come over from that. So
Also,
every year,
hasn't WWE signed some people from that show too?
yeah, the Bakur, Stephanie
Yeah.
Bakur came from that. So
Shit, that
yeah,
WWE is going to be creeping around the corner like, oh, let's see who they bring over to Forbidden
let's
Door so
see
we can
who's in the
sign them.
mix. That's right. That's right. So Tony got creative with his contracts now, where if they
Oh
wrestle
yeah,
with him, that they can't be poached by WWE. So he's put some wording in the contract just because of Stephanie Bakur that he is like, all right, we're not going to get fucked again like this.
and
Like you're not
Dragon
going to
Lee too, right?
Dragon Lee too. That's right. So
Yeah,
there's been several people that have jumped immediately from one of these shows and been like, all right, I'm out. And like,
yeah,
listen, I understand money is money, and I'd never knock someone for, oh, excuse me, for trying to get that bag. You know what I mean?
yeah. I
Never.
just want to talk about. We already kind of talked about this a little bit. The tag team match with the Young Bucks versus Bro Dito, and the only reason I want to talk about this because I continue to be impressed by Bandito every single week. Like this dude's a great athlete. He looks like a fucking star. Like he's built like one. And every week he does something different to impress me. Like every time he's on TV, I have to watch because I'm like,
Yeah.
what is he gonna do this time? Which is like
Those
it's cool to say because I feel like a lot of the wrestlers nowadays, the high flying ones, they have their move set and they stick to it and they do those moves probably every time in every match, but not this guy, man. This guy's fucking amazing.
Can I tell you what he reminds me of? And it's someone that um, also is a Mexican wrestler, but Beast Mordos gives me the same vibes. Every time I
Hmm.
watch Beast Mordos wrestle, I leave thinking, how the fuck did you do that? It's the same thing with Bandito. Every time I watch one of his matches, I'm like, now how in the fuck did that happen? How in the fuck did you do that? And it just showcases how much talent there is around the world that doesn't get put on TV that AEW is able to find and cultivate to put in front of our American ass eyes, right?
If it's one thing I do gotta admit is that they AEW has done a great job to fucking put Bandito over. He's over,
Mm-hmm.
dude.
He
That
looks
guy's
great. He looks great too,
fucking
dude.
dope, man.
Hey
So
man, listen, you do the work, he puts you in a spot, he lets you swing at the plate, and if you hit the ball, he keeps putting you on TV. And
yeah.
Bandito has continually hit the ball every time he's put him at the plate.
And it's fucking dope because it makes me want to watch Ring of Honor just to see him, you know? I'm interested to
Right.
see what he's going to do. And I can't say that about anyone else in AEW that has made me like, "Oh shit, I need to watch Ring of
You're
Honor now,"
crazy.
you know?
You're crazy. See, Athena does that for me. When she's been the Ring of Honor champion, a lot of times I'll just jump over there just to watch her shit. Because this is a whole different version of her than we ever got in WWE or NXT.
Well, the stuff
So,
that she's been doing on Dynamite the past few weeks don't make me want to tune in to see her
I
anymore.
like it, dude. I like it. It's a matter of opinion. I've been enjoying it, dude.
For sure. So yeah, that was crazy to see in that tag team match. Let's go over to. We already talked about the MVP and the. Actually, no, we didn't really talk about this, dude. MJF is out of the Hurt Syndicate officially. Three thumbs down,
So, I missed
and
this. Was he
that's it.
actually on TV? Did he show up tonight?
Yeah,
He was there?
MVP
Okay,
was
so
there.
I was out of the room for this. I missed this segment. Can you walk me through it?
They did a Renee Moxley was doing a interview with the Hurt Syndicate about the two finalists of the tag team champions. Who is it going to be, FTR or Brodito? And MVP did all the talking and said, congratulations to both teams. It doesn't matter who it is, whoever it is, we're going to hurt them. MJF walks in and then tells MVP, hey, we don't need Bobby. We don't need Benjamin. It's just me and you, like the good old days, MVP. I've known you since I was 18 years old. And MVP was like, look, man, you don't get it. We hurt people. We. And ever since you joined us, it's me, me, me. So gave him a thumbs down. And he was like, look, man, go do your thing, focus on your contract. And when you win it, if you win it, Bobby Lashley's going to come after you. And MJF was like, oh, fine. It's not personal, it's business. And MVP was like, no, this is personal. When you become champion, if you become champion, we're going to beat you up, basically. So that's what happened there.
That's interesting. That makes me think that maybe MJF will be Adam Page. And maybe they are building towards a Bobby Lashley main event with MJF.
I mean, I feel like MJF having the title would be a lot more interesting than anything that you can think of for Hangman.
Man, you're crazy. Hangman's been great, dude. You're out of your mind, and I don't like him. I'd be the first and the last guy to say it that I've been a long time Hangman hater. He's been great, dude. He's been opening the show looking wonderful, dude.
He didn't open this week, but he look MJ Hangman's title run is still early. It's still fairly new, so I can't hate on it yet. But so far, I'm not impressed.
Nah, we're opposites, bro. We're opposites on everything. What's new? What's new?
All right. Yeah, that's why I love to have you, man. Let's see. Let's go. Oh, okay. So the main event was Mark Briscoe versus MJF, which was a great match. But before the match, we saw a little face to face with Hangman, aka Seabiscuit, and Mark Briscoe, aka Chicken. So Chicken and Seabiscuit were face to face, and it was really interesting to me because Mark Briscoe he was kind of on a winning streak, and the person that was interviewing him told Mark Briscoe, if you win tonight, that could put you in the title picture. You would be 4-0. You could face Hangman. Hangman interrupted the interview, and he was like, "Hey man, I hope you win. I would love to face you for this title." So it looks like Mark Briscoe is getting a little bit closer to that main event
Right.
picture. How you feeling about
So
that?
so this is the game of seeds of doubt. So they're gonna play with you to let you think, okay, Mark Briscoe could possibly get this, but MJF is gonna get this. Also, I want to play a little inside baseball with you. Do you know who that girl is that was interviewing Mark Briscoe?
No.
That is MJF's girlfriend.
Oh, oh, that's
Yeah.
funny.
Yep, that's
Damn.
MJF's girlfriend.
Talk about nepo hires, huh?
All over the place.
Dude, so you know what? I, I mean, you could be right. They're gonna make us believe that Mark Briscoe can pull it off, but I think Mark Briscoe is gonna be added to this title picture because of the way that the main event ended.
Right.
Did you see
Very
that?
interesting. Very interesting.
So, I mean, they can say, you know what? Mark Briscoe didn't lose the main event. His foot was on the rope.
They will.
They,
They'll figure out a way to parlay him into this, which is fine. I'd love to see Mark
yeah.
Briscoe get any kind of shine he can get. He's been great from the point of the conglomeration where he was fucking hilarious, doing the shit he needed to do to get himself over. Now he's into serious Mark Briscoe mode, which again, he's proven time and time again he can have a great match with a rubber chicken.
Dude, I'm loving this feud with MJF and Mark Briscoe, and that finish tonight in the main event. It's gonna continue. Now, that feud is
Yeah,
gonna continue, and it's gonna bleed into Hangman Adam Page because we saw
right,
Hangman and Mark Briscoe face to face. We
right.
saw Hangman and MJF go at it after the main event too. Finally, they got physical, and they're getting Mark Briscoe and MJF are getting closer and closer to Hangman Adam Page, which I think I'm pumped for that. I got to be
Yeah.
honest.
Well, I mean, again, we're at a place where we're letting people get some rest, and somebody's got to step up. And who's going to step up but MJF? He's one of the best in the company. He's crushing it, and he's showing you why.
Hmm.
Every week he comes in and he does some shit that makes you either smile or gasp, or he has a great match. And like I said, there's unlike Bobby Lashley. If you ask me to list you a great MJF match, I can give you two off the top of my head right now that in the last few years have completely blown me away.
Hmm.
And he is wonderful, and he's always been wonderful. That's never
Hmm.
changed. So, if you guys are interested in seeing his best match, they just put all of the pay per views up to 2024 on Max. So
Hmm.
now you have an unlimited amount of matches to watch. Revolution 2022, CM Punk, MJF, dog collar match. Great shit.
Yeah, yeah. MJF's always great, man. We don't get to see him wrestle a whole lot, but when we do, it's really good, man. But yeah, dude. Overall, the main event was great. A few
Grade
good
it.
moments throughout the show.
Grade the night. Grade the night.
Out of what?
Out of A's and B's and C's and D's and F's. At grade. Like a report card.
Um, C. Very
Okay,
average.
I'm gonna give a B minus. I'm gonna go a little bit above you. I don't think it was the best Dynamite I've ever seen. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
I think it
which
was
is
good. Like, we pushed a lot of stories forward. That's the point. You know what I mean? That's the point. You want to push some
yeah.
stories forward. We're doing that, right? We're working on some stuff. And for a company that doesn't do storytelling, if you ask a WWE fan, looks to me like they got some shit cooking.
Dude, you know what, too? I've been noticing the last couple of weeks, and maybe because there were some reports that were going around saying that Tony Khan is actually having production meetings more.
Hmm.
But I've been noticing a lot more interviews, a lot more video packages, which is great because it promotes the matches more instead of just having random matches being thrown together for no fucking reason. It looks like they're being more selective onto what they're putting on their card, at least for Dynamite.
Right.
I think last week or the week before. When was it? I think it was a week before that they did Moxley versus Hangman, right?
Yeah.
They had one match the entire first hour of Dynamite, and then they had the main event, the Hangman versus Moxley, and I think those were the only two matches
Also,
on the entire
that
show.
match fucked, dude. That was such a good fucking match, dude.
Yeah, so I'm starting to notice a lot more, yeah, like you said, a lot more storytelling or whatever, which I think is really good. So,
Yeah, it's nice to hear you say good things about AEW. You know, in the past, I would have thought you would have never said a nice word about the company, but here you are.
well,
You're becoming a fan.
it's kind of hard not to, dude, when we got the most knowledgeable person like yourself.
Thank
You
you. I
know,
love that you put me over. I love to be put over. Say some more nice stuff about me.
I just you're awesome, dude. It's always good to have you on the show. I'm gonna let you go so you can continue your Winnie the Pooh shenanigans.
Subscribe to my
Um,
YouTube channel, you bitches. Jaded Wrasslin TV. Before I fight you all, I'll put
hit
you in a
up
fucking scorpion deathlock. Don't fuck with me.
hit up my boy Taylor from Jaded Wrestling TV. My name is Edgar. I'm the host of Snug Wrestling. Thanks, y'all. Have a good one. We'll see you soon.
Peace.